No, we've never heard Tyler Perry say Monique did nothing wrong.
You better do it, because if not, they will fire you. Here is where the shoe hit the fan. So in the middle of Mr. Perry changing up the scenes, he says, you know, I want Jeffrey to be gay.
So Tyler Perry found himself in the middle of scandal, and that's kinda unlikely for this person with a seemingly spotless reputation in the industry. However, the talk about his insane demands on the set has reached the ears of Perry's colleagues, and apparently they are coming to expose more of his wrongdoing. And who can unwrap the ugly details of this man's nature better than Monique, who's been waiting for her moment to shed more light on Tyler's atrocities? Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. It seems like another drama is stirring in Hollywood, and Tyler Perry had found himself in the epicenter of a huge backlash coming from, nonetheless, Monique. These two are known for their longtime feud, and apparently, with the recent statements of the actress, there's no hope for this two to reconcile.
I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business. I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that.
Monique feels like she has something to get off her chest, and she's coming for some powerful personas in the industry. During a Mother's Day comedy special at the Apollo in Harlem, the actress and comedian went in about being blackballed by Hollywood, naming names in the process. And you don't need to think twice before finding out whose name popped up in the middle of the actress's heated speech. After all, Monique has been holding her contempt for Tyler Perry for decades. If you don't know the details of their beef, well, Monique was blaming several powerful public figures, Tyler included, in not paying her what she deserves, basically asking her to do some charity work.
Where do they pay those type of salaries, brother? I said, what I cannot do, Tyler, is work for free.
And it seems like her anger with the powerful of the show business reached its peak, so she decided to expose all filth behind the scenes, and she started with accusing Perry of exploiting actors and forcing them to take the roles that don't feel comfortable to perform. And while it's not really natural for young actors to stand for themselves, Monique is coming for their rescue, as she believes the Hollywood should stop being such a toxic place.
I don't want to ever seem like I'm talking harshly about my brothers and sisters, but it takes me to a different place.
So, you probably know the story of voice coach and young actor Brandon Jay, who was the first to come forward with accusing Tyler Perry of forcing him to perform the character he hadn't been auditioning for. And while it was young Jay's dream to work with such a prominent figure like Tyler, the reality hit him hard and even left a scar on his soul, so he took the whole incident to TikTok to shed more light on the dark side of Tyler.
So after Mr. Perry says we're going to change the character and make him gay, I immediately get on the phone with my mom because I'm like, is this customary?
Jay was working on one episode of Perry's Meet the Browns, and guys, if this was just one-time experience, I wonder what else public favorite actor Tyler Perry has to hide. Apparently, the whole acting experience was far from being enjoyable. And as Jay recalled, he was okay with busy schedule, but the thing that was the most cringe-worthy is that the whole production team was okay with following Perry's crazy last-minute changes.
So we literally run the entire episode for him, and he hates it. Does that mean I have to learn a whole new script? Yes, that's what it means.
According to Jay, he was shocked by the attitude and disrespect that Tyler showed towards the actors on the set, basically throwing several days of their lives in trash and making them memorize new lines right in the process of shooting. As Jay mentioned, he didn't expect such an experience and was most certainly not ready for that kind of pressure. But what shocked him entirely is that Perry wasn't even taking no as an answer, and his production team was ready to replace Jay with another person if necessary.
I hear that they changed the character. Do you want to walk away from this project? Yes or no? At this point, I'm extremely overwhelmed. I really don't know what I want to do.
It's hard to believe that Tyler Perry could actually do such a thing, as if person's feelings are nothing to him, and he treats all his stuff as dispensable. While Jay mentioned that he had spent days memorizing the initial script and trying to get into his character's mood, the sudden change basically ruined several days of his preparation, and he blames Perry for making these last-minute changes and even bring new and quite unnecessary side character's story.
Starts rewriting the entire script, and he's feeding me the lines to say, and the director is kind of standing on the side like, you better do it, because if not, they will fire you.
However, in a shocking turn of events, many people jumped to Tyler's protection, basically neglecting the harsh experience that Jay had had on the set. I mean, the man is known for his grand gestures, and don't get me wrong, I truly admire his generosity and help, but it's not like he's an angel that came to this earth to bless us all, and Jay's story only proved how cruel Perry could be. But if you check Perry's grand gestures in the press, you would never believe how dark his soul actually is. Like that news that Perry, who is by the way ranked third among the world's highest paid entertainers by Forbes, offered to pay the back property taxes for 300 low-income seniors in Atlanta, the assistance that was supposed to cover city, county, and school taxes. Tyler is known as one of the generous people in the world, and according to him, his mission is to help everyone who is in need because he was given the position of power, and according to him, he has been always using it wisely.
this and Idris Elba. They couldn't get jobs in this town, but God blessed me to be in a position to be able to hire them. I was trying to help somebody cross.
And here's another public proof of his spotless reputation. When Perry received the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award at the Oscars in 2021, he said in his speech,
"Own your business, own your way. God bless you. Thank you, BT. Thank you, Scott."
which is kinda the opposite of his true nature if you listen to the people who had worked with him. And Monique says there have been even bigger precedents in the past that the public is not aware of yet.
When I first started hearing it, I will not lie to y'all, my knees did buckle.
Well, at this point, even Tyler's good deeds can't stop people from coming for him, and despite being loved by the entire nations, he got his portion of backlash after Jay leaked those videos and Monique came to back up his story. As one fan wrote, "One of the saddest consequences of being a lover of money is to gain the whole world and lose your soul." And another person added, "Actors take roles they are comfortable with, so flipping the definition of the character way after he has signed onto the project. Dude has a big right to drop out some actors. Especially males just don't want to be associated with playing gay characters. You seem guys, this was just one episode, and the young actor was brave enough to go against the powerful in the industry with his exposure. But in fact, the talk about Tyler Perry not being the nicest person to work with was circulating on social media. According to Monique, who already suffered from Perry's unfair and unjust treatment, the man is full of double standards, and he literally treats actors like dirt, starting with underpayment and tight schedule and ending up with intimidating them.
I feel like you're scamming us. And I feel like you're not being honest and truthful. And that's why the same story keeps repeating itself.
So Monique is fed up with Tyler's pretense, and apparently the episode with Jay finally made her open up about how he actually treats people because she had repeatedly stated how she was mistreated by the famous philanthropist. And according to her, by giving away cash for charity and making generous donations, Tyler Perry only tries to hide the truth about his real nature. It's been a while since Monique ever talked about Tyler, but her recent speech gave the audience more insights about his wrongdoing. From the stage at the Apollo Theater, the Oscar-winning actress recalled her own traumatizing story with Tyler, reminding the audience and the world what a vile person Tyler Perry is, and that he believes that every situation and conflict can be smoothed out with a thick pile of cash that Perry keeps showing to people's pockets as his way to make excuses for his outrageous behavior.
Monique $500,000 as his way of saying, I'm sorry for what she's gone through.
However, as Monique believes, while she can stand for herself and in no way Tyler Perry can bribe or silence her, apparently, this silencing techniques work with other people because how else would you explain the fact that Tyler Perry's reputation is still spotless despite the multiple controversial allegations? So that's why Monique reminded the world what a man Perry is and how he can force young actors into doing whatever he wants and keep making insane demands. While some people believe that Monique is just mad at Tyler because of their bitter feud, it seems like it's not the only precedent when Perry wasn't too kind to the actors as he tries to pretend in the public, and his obsession with forcing people to play non-straight characters went too far. As one person commented, "I thought it was obvious, and everyone knew." He used to tell the story of being essayed by a man when he was younger. Through the years, the person changed from a man to a woman. And another user added, "Emo. His secret has been telling on itself for a long while now. His G storylines are pretty consistent, and he's the only writer cruising for a bruiser." Well, with Monique sharing more details of Perry's shady side, it's no wonder that many people can change their opinion about this man and his well-built empire of power of intimidation may collapse. And what do you reckon? Is Tyler Perry actually hiding his true colors behind the mask of a generous person? And how far he can go with forcing actors to dance to his tune? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about the shady side of Hollywood. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.